my show had value and that, I'm sorry, that
people say like, oh, you shouldn't celebrate when somebody loses their job. Well, who says I can't? I am celebrating. She deserves it. She never should have been on there to begin with. She's talentless. Honestly, she makes her talent, so-called talent, is being a racist on TV. That's her talent. She'll say the most incendiary, nasty things possible about whites and blacks who are conservative. That's the main criterion. If you're white, doesn't matter your politics stripes, she doesn't like you. If you're a black person who's conservative, she hates you even more than she hates the whites. Clarence Thomas is one. I mean, anybody who pipes up as a black conservative is the enemy to Joy Reid. We checked in just to see if, has she changed at all? What happened on her most episode? So we went to Friday just to pull a clip and take a look at this one. This is Wajahat Ali, who is also a terrible person, who was part of that infamous panel with Don Lemon about the Republicans and their maps and they're so stupid. So here he is now, this time with Joy Reid and what would maybe be her ultimate or penultimate show.
Every community has what I call their chickens for Colonel Sanders. What I want to tell the Byron Donalds, and every community's got a Donald. I got a Cash Patel. We got a Nimrata, but we got a Haley. We all got them. All right. What I want to say is this: they'll never love you. They'll never love you. No matter what you do, they'll never love you. You can never wipe out that brown or black skin.
She's shaking her head up and down as he's saying it. You can't be a Republican if you're Byron Donalds.
Yes, Megyn Kelly predicted this few months ago that this lady will be fired, and we are seeing it happening. She broke down in tears on camera. I don't know if you've seen that video. I'm going to show you the complete video. When you take a look at this, Joy Reid started crying on camera after her show was cancelled on MSNBC. Reid was seen weeping tears from her eyes as she reacted to the news. What I was doing had value. Contradicting what Megyn Kelly said here. She was doing nothing. She was talentless. The black people are melting down on social media about this. I have a couple of videos I'm going to show you. They are now saying, oh, Democrats are turning on successful black people. Oh, she just went viral. I've seen all type of reactions on social media about this. It is important to show you. Some say they should cancel MSNBC. Who cares? Who is even watching MSNBC? I don't know.
A little walk down memory lane in SOT 1.
in America, there's a thing about both white vigilantism and white tears, particularly male white tears. Really white tears in general, because that's what Karens are, right? They Karen out, and then as soon as they get caught, it's like Green Waterworks.
Ron DeSantis has been waging a full-scale war against the black past. It's illegal to make white people feel uncomfortable in Florida.
You also have the restrictions in schools over what can be taught about race and gender for fear white children might feel bad when they find out that not all white people in history were heroes. Do any of you guys trust Uncle Clarence? These Republicans are dangerous. They're dangerous to our national security because stoking that kind of soft white nationalism eventually leads to the hardcore. From the Tea Party on, they're voting on race. The idea that they can't get whatever job they want, a black person got it, therefore drive all the blacks out of the colleges. They're just voting specifically on racial animus. At this stage, it isn't about economics. No. They want to turn every state into their white Christian nationalist hell. It's DEFCON 1, y'all. Take action and stay woke.
So we'll miss her a little, I guess. Victor, what do you make of the fact that even MSNBC finally had enough?
If you had just substituted the word black for white and any other person had said what she did and just said black instead of white, they would have been fired in 24 hours.
So in an effort to make themselves more popular among the people, the Democrats are turning on the black people. That's right. Joy Reid, the #1 puppet, the #1 Trump hater, the #1 person who blamed racism for everything, and she's also a tether, was counseled by MSNBC. And you know who counseled her? A white woman. Woo, black women, y'all are going to learn. One day, y'all are going to learn. Where is Dr. Umar when he says, don't play in the snow? A snow bunny took down Joy Reid. Yeah, all that complaining about white Christian men, and you were sacked by a snow bunny. Yep. Well, Joy, you can't come back to the blacks.
My show had value, and that, I'm sorry, that that what I was doing had value. And in the end, I'm sorry, I try not to cry on TV. And I say this is kind of like me on TV, so I apologize. And that it mattered. I see Karen is there, and she's been texting me as well. And so what I will just say is,
Yeah, do you know what baffles me? It's the fact that these people were not seeing what is going on. They have never seen that. Joy Rio play this race card every single day. Oh, this and so I saw all kind. In fact, you've seen this video from Megyn Kelly. She did all that, but these people could not call that out. They were just okay with what she is doing. They are now saying, "Oh, Democrats are doing this. Oh, why?" The issue is now centered around white black people. That is what I'm seeing on social media. Oh, she was fired by a white woman. Are you getting this? Sometimes when I see this, I'm even speechless because in 2025, we are still focused on race issues.
well, and so what I will just say is that in the end, thank you. Where I land is that the moment of guilt that I felt, that I went hard on so many issues, whether it was the Black Lives Matter issues of a young baby or a mom or a dad that was killed, or when we opened up people's eyes to the fact that Asian Americans were being targeted and not just black folks, or went hard for immigrants who've done nothing but come to this country like my parents did and try to make a life and defended them, or whether we've talked about what the president is doing that is subversive to the Constitution, that is injurious to our liberty, defending books that people find inconvenient, that Nicole Hannah-Jones put into our spirit, that we need to understand 1619 as the real founding of this country, whether it's talking about any of these issues, and yes, whether it's talking about God and the fact that we as the American people have a right to object to little babies being, and where I come down on that is I'm not sorry. I am not sorry that I stood up for those things, because those things are of God.
I see some people on my comment sections when I do videos like this going off on me, some unsubscribing. I don't get why. This is me. If you want to follow me, this is how I see things. Joy Rio did a lot. What she's putting out here, calling out, is because I went hard on Trump, things like that's not the case. You can go hard on Trump every single day. That is a song we have been seeing with the mainstream media. That is not the reason you fired. You know exactly what you've been doing in the past. You don't struggle to bring people together. Every single day you struggle to segregate. And it keeps getting worse and worse. These people could not take it again. Yeah. We saw that coming. Black people are everywhere, crying this, crying that. It is ridiculous. Please stop.
Are you guys still watching the news? If you are, where are you getting your news from? Are you getting it from CNN? Are you getting it from local news? Are you getting it from MSNBC? I will say that I've been kind of tapped out. Not so much like right there at November, but most certainly after the election.
So I feel like my rant is not done with MSNBC. These really? You guys really fired Joy? But tell us, why is Mika still there? Why is Joe still there?
You know what your old boss is so good at? He's so good at picking picking off little constituencies.
Weeks. Yep. But it's a state where women lost their reproductive rights.
Thank you guys for always been sharing out my videos. If you see clips after this, that is for algorithm.
Justification, she was asked this week.
There was a meeting behind closed doors a short time ago between the mayor of Los Angeles, Karen Bass,
Departments. When I talked about it, it's from the city, from the...
I mean, I don't know how many sets you visited, but everybody was like, and then, you get, the closer you get to the actual set where the shooting is, and then that red zone.
And he did this little dance, like, I've been talking with these, with the governor of Hawaii about what to do. We got some ideas, especially we're going to have some meetings. Like, he's
really?
Oh, show it to him, Jamie. It's so creepy.
Around some land use concerns he has around speculators coming in, buying up properties and the like. So we're already working with our legal teams to move those things forward.
Never in California questioned whether or not we as taxpayers in the largest state in the union should support the people of Louisiana at a time of emergency and need. We never condition it.
These people don't actually care. They're not actually trying to find a solution.
If you don't know, Karen Bass is a goner. She's gone. There's no chance of re-election.
The city will only purchase from vendors that support DEI, said the.
I remember when we had a fire when Trump was president, and he came in and he said, "You don't rake. You're not raking." And I did. We all did jokes about it.
In policy,
the city of the Pacific Palisades is burning, and I flew here last night. I was on a plane.
You getting water to areas that need.
He's been trained.
Yeah, and then I think all our tax dollars probably went for Gavin's hair gel.
The Democratic Party has about everything.
The next department that appears to be on the chopping block is the Department of Education. Just earlier today,
tyranny is rising in the White House.
You are a slave.